And welcome to the inaugural episode of Killing the Business. I'm Frisco Flame here with tonight's opponent. Okay.
Oh, that's me, Thomas Munos.
Yeah, Thomas Munos. You go by what, Tommy the Tank now?
I used to. I've gone by a few different names. I've been Ultimo Sex Symbol at Inspire Pro, and I was Candy Liquor the Pussy Pirate at Hood Slam for a few shots.
Candy Liquor the Pussy Pirate.
Yeah, I know. I can thank Doc Atrocity for that one.
Shane's great. Hey Shane, how you doing?
If you're watching, I miss you. I miss everyone at Hood Slam.
Yeah, so we just had a match, which if you're on this channel, you've maybe seen it if you've decided to watch my matches. And first off, going into this match, how did you feel?
I felt tired because I drove 15 hours from St. Louis overnight.
That's insane. And how long of a trip is that? Because we're in Live Oak, which is right outside of San Antonio right now.
Yeah, north side of San Antonio. It's I left yesterday at about 5 p.m. I slept for a little bit in Atoka, Oklahoma, which for those of you, if you're looking on a map, just look for where nothing is, and you'll find it.
That's just Oklahoma.
It's just Oklahoma. In between all the native reservations, there's that Atoka, or maybe somewhere.
Yeah.
Had a Walmart and a Love's.
A Love's? What's Love's?
It's a truck stop.
Oh, okay. I think I've
It's a
seen
great truck stop.
Is that where you got that neck pillow?
No.
Yeah.
I found this.
Like I said, I was actually looking forward to wrestling you because actually Thomas here helped me get back into the business because I took a hiatus for a few years, did some stunt work, did a little acting, but wrestling is what I miss. Wrestling is what I love doing. So you actually hooked me up with you originally hooked me up with Chris Marvel down here. Mm-hmm. With a hybrid school of wrestling.
Absolutely.
Awesome guys. I would definitely recommend that if you're in the San Antonio area.
If you're in the Texas area, make the trip down. Chris Marvel is very accommodating. He'll hook you up. If you're someone like seriously, he'll give the shirt off his back to help guys that are willing to get it.
Although normally that shirt is an advertisement for a school, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not completely selfless, but
no, not at all.
Yeah, but like I was looking forward to working you. I actually have seen you work a lot, and I've been teasing you lately because of what I call your Young Lions gear.
Yeah, I wear some black trunks now. For a long time I wore some long tights, and the problem with the long tights is that I'm kind of a big boy. I'm fat, so the long tights would fall under my belly, and it would just make me look super fat. But the trunks, actually, they help with that.
Oh, really? They actually make you look less fat.
They don't slide down as much, so they stay up. They make me look more square bodied than round bellied.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Because right now, Thomas, if this was 1978, he would be a fucking superstar.
I've always thought I came around the wrong era. I would have been a great 1986 jobber.
Yeah, so, like, what are some of you were mentioning some gimmicks earlier. What do you think is the worst gimmick you've ever had to do? Or worst or most ridiculous?
Honestly, the pirate thing, I was a pink pirate for the first year of my career. I don't think it was bad, but I definitely wasn't ready for it. My first match was as a pink pirate with, like, Davey Vega and Jojo Bravo and like guys that are on another level from even where I'm at now. And so I was not ready, and I think I flopped.
Yeah. Where'd you train originally?
Originally, I started at AAPW. I was there for a few months. I learned how to get hurt. That's a bit of an exaggeration. I got hurt, but that's not on them. Then it was Paul London had a school here for a bit, and that's where I learned most of this. And then hybrid school, actually, I was there for a few months and polished up. Okay, and right now, like you mentioned, you're in St. Louis. You're living the territory gimmick these days, right? I'm trying.
It's like, well, you're still here, you're still fed, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. So now let's go right to our match. So it's on both of us because It's not the worst I've been in, but it could have been a lot better.
I spaced. My mind was in a different place, I think.
And I think because I was in such a babyface position of I'm waiting for the heat, so I wasn't like looking back to try to see where you were or try to cue you or anything. I was sitting there waiting, so like I didn't help your spaceness because I wasn't like closing the gap or anything or giving you anything to work with. So that's a bit of that's my fault too. But there's something I can say about this match. The crowd was hot for parts of it.
Yeah. I'm originally from San Antonio, so I had I had some family in the crowd, and I had some fans that haven't seen me in a while. So it was cool to see those people, and they definitely were excited to see me.
Also, you made it look like a fight. Like that's going to be one of the big compliments I have to give you in this case is you laid it in. I told you to lay it in, and you fucking laid it in. Like I felt like you were working as a chiropractor at times.
That was something I didn't pick up until recently. Actually, I went on the road with Chainsaw Viking Alex Rudolph and the Hooligans, and they told me, work on them strikes, man. Lay it in. Don't worry, because if you place everything in safe spots, no one gets hurt. Well, and so that was like just follow through,
Well, I was trained in a different style from Mid-Atlantic, and also my master the Iron style, and which he used to say, when we get in the ring, there's a good chance I'm going to hurt you, but I will do everything I can to not injure you.
And I feel like that's good attitude to have.
Yeah, he definitely is. Because although there's one complaint I do have with a lot of Texas workers I've noticed. What's up with you guys and fucking sentons? I mean, yours was okay, but
Did I do a senton?
I'm not sure. You dropped something onto my back, which got a good impact, but wasn't like I wasn't looking at the time. So
I don't think I've ever done a senton.
Okay, so was that the elbow you dropped on me?
I drop elbows. Because I see the sentons and I see people big, fat, small, skinny. Everyone does them here, so
and not only does everybody do them, everybody like does a cannonball onto you.
Right.
Like whether it's your spine or your chest, they're trying to knock the wind out of you one way or the other.
Yeah, no, it's I saw people doing it, and I was like, man, it looks cool, but everyone's doing it. So I tried to stray away from that. Nobody's really dropping elbows.
Yeah, hey, nothing like good elbow. Like I said, and that was one good thing on this match. It was kept. We didn't do any flippy doos.
No.
I think the fanciest thing was maybe my STO.
Right. Yeah, and that was just like the setup was kind of fancy smancy.
Yeah, but like I said, I think for next time, what do you think would improve our performance? Like next time, if we were to go back in there and do this again right now, what would be different?
Usually I don't drive by myself that long to get to a booking. So I think if I would have had someone with me that could have drove while I was sleeping, and I would have had a bit more rest. I was not in the zone today, honestly. I may have felt it out there, but I was definitely like, when I powdered at the beginning, for example, I was like,
I was wondering what happened with that powder.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I don't remember what was next, and it's just getting my mind in the game. That's what I think I would work on.
And I really should have recognized that from the get-go, and I apologize to you because this is about keeping each other safe. My change would be I would just go what the original plan was and just know the finish and call it all out there.
Yeah, I think that would have worked too.
Because if we'd have just stepped to what I say is the perfect match to me is you start with the grappling, the mat work, the wrestling. Then you move on to strikes. And as the strikes build up, then you start throwing each other. And then you go to the finish. Like that's the basic 4 steps of a match to me. And again, that's just to me. There's of course variants, rest holds, come back, go home, but I'm just talking about what you do in a match when. Mm-hmm. And I think if we'd have kept it to that mostly, if we hadn't tried to plan out things, it would have come off a lot better. But you know what, Tommy, thank you very much. It was a pleasure working you.
Thank you. And come out to Branded Outlaw Wrestling, guys. If you're in San Antonio or anywhere near Texas, definitely come out to Branded Outlaw Wrestling. We may have been the opening, but the main event is about to be Sin Bodhi, Lance Hoyt, and
Ricky Starks, I think? No,
Ricky Starks.
No, Mecha Wolf is.
Mecha Wolf, or Mr. 450, and Masada. Like, they're all on this card today. Barbie Hayden, there's stacked cards.
Yeah, I mentioned Ricky Starks earlier.
Sleeper hit is going to be T-Ray and Terrell Tempo.
Oh yeah, definitely. Two of the most. T-Ray goes by the best kept secret in Texas, which I don't know if it's best kept if you keep telling everybody.
I think before, in terms of when I was in Texas, I think Terrell Tempo was my best match that I had in Texas before I left to St. Louis and have been traveling back.
Tempo's awesome. He's going to actually be on the card at Reality Wrestling Booker's Place tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep.
Yeah. Also, you know what? Plug your shit. If they want to find you anywhere, how do they find you?
Man, okay. Let me pull this up.
Yeah.
I don't use Instagram. I think I actually just deleted Instagram off my phone because I never use it. Twitter, at Texas Tank Engine, all one word. And then Facebook, I don't have a like page, but Thomas J. Munoz, J. Munoz, Munos. That's me on Facebook. Trying to cut down.
That sounds like one of them. They're Mexican names.
Yeah, turns out I'm quite Hispanic. I trying to cut down on my meme posting, so if I'm posting too many memes, just tell me. Don't unfollow me. I want my post to get out there.
Or just look at the photograph. I mean, every time I do it makes me laugh.
Oh man, but my memes are bad.
All right. Well, I'm Frisco Flame. You can catch me here on YouTube. You can get me on Twitter, Frisco Flame. Catch me on Wrestling with Regret, the NXT Report. And you know what? Go buy my shirts at friscoflame.com. All right. Peace out, party people.
See ya.